Brazil has many regional accents, as you can imagine. Today I'm covering a neutral Portuguese-Brazilian English. I'm not a dialect coach. I'm here to give you the fundamentals that you can build upon. Interact with native speakers. Watch YouTube videos. Get further coaching. In the meantime, I got Marcelo here to join me. Oi! Let's talk resonance, where the sound sits. In the standard American English, it's right in the middle of the mouth. However, Marcelo is going to tell you where it sits in the Portuguese accent. Brazilian Portuguese has light nasal lift. The tongue sits higher, more forward in the mouth. Vowels feel open. Try to imagine the sound living in the front palate, behind the upper front teeth, not deep back in the throat. Rhythm. Syllable timing versus stress timing. Syllable timing versus stress timing. Notice some of the syllables when I said it fall by the wayside, whereas he stressed a lot more. I'll give you another example. I'll call you when I get there. I put stress on call and get, whereas when he says it with the Brazilian Portuguese accent, it sounds like, I will call you when I get there. Notice he didn't swallow the small syllables. Let's talk pitch and intonation. The Brazilian Portuguese is beautifully musical and controlled. Remember, in English, we let some of the syllables fall by the wayside. But in Portuguese, there's a constant stress. It's controlled and musical, but they're not using the stresses for certain words like we do in English. Without the musicality, we're just trying to be efficient with our stress points, if that makes sense. I'll give you an example. I was in the office for a minute. See how musical that was? All the syllables had a starring role in the sentence. Whereas when I say it, I have anchor syllables, the ones that matter. I was in the office for a minute. Office and minute are my stress syllables. Whereas with the Portuguese accent, it was constantly throughout. No syllables were left out, and it had that musicality to it. I was in the office for a minute. Let's talk vowels. Portuguese has fewer vowel contrasts than English, so some of the sounds merge. For instance, if I say live and leave, both of these words in Brazilian Portuguese are leave. Fill and feel both sound like feel. Pen and pan both sound like pen. Cut and cat become cat. Also, English vowels get more of a glide when you're saying them with the Brazilian Portuguese accent. For instance, day becomes day. The R sound. In American English, it's quite simple. You get the hard R. But with the Brazilian Portuguese, you get 3 different versions of the R, depending on the person, depending on the region. Let me give you example number 1. Right. Right. See that? It was breathy, almost like an H. Red. Head. The next one is the standard American R versus the slightly trilled Brazilian Portuguese R. Around becomes around. Car. Car. Third, and finally, there's the standard American R versus the strong roll of the Brazilian R. Really? Really? More vibration. Very. Very. Next up, the TH. Brazilian Portuguese doesn't have a TH. This becomes this. The TH gets replaced by the D. And think becomes think. Notice in that one, the TH becomes a T. Also, the I sound gets more of an E sound. The vowel substitution like we talked about earlier. This is right. Let's talk final consonants. When you're speaking with a Portuguese accent, rarely does it end on a hard consonant. So there's a tendency to add an extra vowel sound at the end of a word, even though it doesn't belong there. For instance, help, helpy, check, checky, stop, stoppy. Portuguese often nasalizes the final M. For example, team becomes team. Room drifts to room. If you know someone with a Portuguese accent and they have this problem, just tell them to close their lips and say these words. Team, team, room, room. Nice, Marcelo. The dark L, this is subtle. It almost becomes a W, but not quite. For example, feel becomes feel. School, school. You want to do this? Round your lips and don't lift your tongue. Try it. Feel. Word stress. Sometimes when someone with a Brazilian Portuguese accent is speaking English, they will place the stress on the wrong syllables. For instance, I say comfortable. He might say comfortable. Interesting. Interesting. Notice how I placed the stress at the beginning of each word, and his was more towards the end. English will trick you sometimes. Then there's the case, this is my favorite, when the D and the T get softened before the E sound. For example, T is going to become chi, and D becomes G. The teacher brought tea for the whole team. The teacher bring tea for the whole team. Did you dump out the demons? Did you jump out the demons? And there it is. Remember, when you're learning, dive into it, commit, exaggerate at first. You can always tone it down. Don't forget the melody, the musicality of the beautiful accent that is Brazilian Portuguese. Listen and mimic. Exactly. Whenever you can, interact with Brazilians who are speaking English with a thick accent. Watch YouTube videos. Soak it in. Feel the rhythm. Remember, Brazilian Portuguese is syllable timed. Each syllable matters. Don't let them drop away like we do in standard English. When speaking, smile. It naturally lifts the resonance and brightens the vowels. Now, here are some common Brazilian phrases you might hear. First, my friend. That's an English phrase, but you're probably going to hear a lot of Brazilians use it. Let's go. I love that one. Whenever you're placing energetic emphasis on something. Tudo bem? That one was in Portuguese, and it means, all good? Valeu. Which means, cool. Obrigado. And that means thank you. And before we leave you, here's a few fun facts about Brazil. It's the largest country in South America. Remember that Brazil has distinct regional accents within Portuguese. That's right. And they're all warm, musical, forward, and clear. Thanks for joining us. If you want to see more accents, leave a comment below. Let us know which one. Subscribe to the channel. And remember, I love you. Eu te amo.